Hello everybody, thank you once again for tuning in here to the channel. I was just telling you very recently about a new pair, not a new pair, but a new product that I'd received from Orn Audio, and that was the X1S GT. And I was thinking to myself, well, I told them about this new headphone amplifier I've got here at Eden Audio, but I haven't actually mentioned anything about a new brand that I've taken on here recently. They're a headphone manufacturer, again they're from China. And they go basically under two names. One's sort of an entry-level brand name and one's a sort of higher-end level brand name. The entry-level brand name they use is Sivka, and the sort of more higher-end brand level name they use is called Sendy. What I'm going to show to you now is two of the headphones which they have available in the Sendy range. One is actually called the Peacock, which is their sort of top level model. And the other one's a model that they've recently just released called the Apollo. Now, the Peacock comes in a rather substantial £1,300, which is a lot of money. And I'm just going to show you now very briefly what it looks like. You may have actually seen this model before. If I can just hold it up there to the camera, if the camera's going to pick it up. I can see there if it's in focus or not. There I am. I'm just showing you very slowly there. I'm going to turn it around so you can have a look and see what the Sendy model looks like. Hopefully it's staying in focus. So it's a beautiful pair of headphones. As I say, they do retail at £1,300. And as I say, for a lot of people, £1,300 is an awful lot of money to be spending on headphones. So what Sendy Audio came up with was to sort of manufacture a more affordable pair of headphones, and the model that they come up with was called the Apollo. So I'm not going to go into a review of how these headphones sound, because for me personally, I find it very, very difficult to describe sound. It's so limited, the words that you can use. I just find it so difficult to explain to people why something sounds better or why something sounds worse. I like to sort of let people decide for themselves what they feel sounds better or what sounds worse. But I'm going to make a little comparison very, very briefly between the two models, the good points and sort of the bad points, or the pluses and minuses of each model. I'm now very briefly going to show you the Apollo model. Now I'm going to hold it once again. I'm going to hold this up to the camera. Whether or not it's going to be in focus or not, I'm not too sure. But if you have a look at it there, again, I'm just going to turn it around so you can have a look at it. Open up so you can have a look at inside the ear cups there. So I'm sure you agree with me. It's an absolutely beautiful looking pair of headphones. Now I'm going to very, very briefly say to you what I think are the plus points of getting a £429 pair of headphones over a £1,300 pair of headphones. And you can think to yourself, oh, am I saving myself a lot of money by getting the Apollo headphones? Well, in one way, there are some benefits of actually buying this pair of headphones. If you noticed sort of the ear cups on this headphone, again, I'm going to hold it up there to the camera. Hopefully I'm not going to knock everything out the way of the microphone, for example. Hopefully it's in focus. Now, when I put these earphones on my head, I find them much, much more comfortable than the Peacocks. The padding and the leather padding on these, obviously it's not real leather, but it feels so much more comfortable on my ears compared to what the Peacocks do. It really is a nice, snug, comfortable fit. Also, another problem that I've got with the Peacock is that I seem to have rather a small head. And for me, the Peacocks, even on their smallest settings, are still millimetres, fractionally too large. So while I'm listening to music with them on, they tend to slip off my head. Thankfully, Sendy have made some adjustments with the Apollo pair, and now I can actually put these headphones on my head and they sit nice and tight and snugly without falling off, which to me is absolutely fantastic, because there's nothing worse than listening to your music, bobbing your head up and down to some great reggae music, and your headphones fall off. I'm sure all of us have experienced that, and it's not great, is it? While you're listening to your music and your headphones fall off. As I say, with the Apollos, that actually doesn't happen. So we've got two benefits straight off of the bat of the Apollos. One, they're much more comfortable. Two, they fit smaller heads far more better. The other thing I like more about the Apollos than the Peacock is the weight of them. They are much, much lighter to hold. Obviously, holding them and putting them on your head as well, it's much more comfortable having a lighter pair of headphones on your head than something that's heavy on your head. So again, we've got two positive points that are in favour of the Apollo. So at this point you might be thinking to yourself, well, this is absolutely fantastic news. I'm saving myself an absolute bucket load of money. As I say, remember the price points. One's $429. One is £1,300. But now we get to the crux of the matter, the sound. These two headphones sound completely different to each other. These, the Apollos, are much, much more livelier sounding, whereas the Peacocks to me are much more refined, but they are also much, much more recessed and laid back. But is that actually a bad thing between these two headphones? Well, the answer is actually no, because even though these are more livelier, more comfortable, lighter on your head, unfortunately, the Peacocks sound far superior. There really is quite a big difference between the two. As I say, I'm not a great explainer of sound. I find it difficult to explain why something sounds better than the other. But the difference between the two is really quite noticeable. Is it worth that amount of money? The price difference between the two? Because let's face it, it is a huge amount of money price-wise between these two headphones. Well, that all depends on how much money we've got, really, doesn't it, at the end of the day? For some people, £1,300 is not a lot of money. For other people, it's something that's completely out of their reach. And for those type of people, I'd recommend the Apollos at $429. You won't go wrong with these. They are awesome, fantastic sounding headphones. Comfortable, lightweight, brilliant sounding. But, however, the Peacocks are better sounding, and the decision will be up to you whether or not you want to spend that money. But as I say, they are better sounding. As I say, do pop along to Eden Audio, check these headphones out. They're absolutely beautiful, they sound fantastic, and they sound brilliant, of course, with the Orn X1S GT headphone amplifier. I hope you found that interesting. As I say, it's just a couple of new products again we've got here at Eden Audio. It's a relatively new brand that I've taken on here at Eden Audio, Sendy and Sivka headphones. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little presentation. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon in the next one, and hopefully we'll have some more new products for you to enjoy as well. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.